If you like rhythm games and VR, I got a game for you, so stick around. I checked out a new rhythm game over on the PlayStation VR. This is Synth Riders from Retrowave VR. It was a new game that I wanted to check out that was similar in the same vein as one of the biggest rhythm games around. We all know in VR as Beat Saber. Can they hold their own? Well, they're pretty close. I'll give them that. I had a good time. It was able to get me off the seat, stand up, and move around, but instead of using our lightsabers like we're used to in the past, now we're just kind of bouncing off orbs. We're following this rail-like system, and from there hitting orbs all over the place. And of course, the higher the difficulty, the more orbs are coming at you with different locations and a whole new rhythm to go to. It was pretty cool, and I've had a great time so far. There's a playlist of 8 different genres with a full list of tracks. Now, to be completely transparent, I was given all the DLC songs to go along with this, so I didn't have to worry about what I was going to be playing. There is DLC, there will be stuff to purchase, there will be DLC in the future, I'm sure, as well. So there's a full library and more on the way. But for me to get in, I was able to get in, pick a bunch of songs, some I knew, some I didn't, and there's other tracks in there that have full-on experiences that go along with that particular track. Like I was playing an Offspring song, and it had its own experience. So they made this so that the skeletons and stuff came at you within the track a little bit different than what I've played in some of the other songs that are just, I don't want to say generic, but they're there, right? Like they're just a generic background as the orbs are there. And if you are prone of seizures, you might want to stay away from this game. This is not for you in the slightest. There's a lot going on with this neon effect and everything else, to the point where even at one point it was a little too overbearing for myself. When you get into Beat Saber, I found everything just flows a lot smoother, and in here there's just a lot of flashing, flickering things going on, and it's a little overbearing to get your concept of, okay, I'm trying to follow the orbs, but sometimes I'll lose that orb within the background, and it just gets a little over cumbersome, and sometimes, man, you just need to step away. If you're into that dance pop music, you're definitely gonna like what is involved with Synth Riders. There's a lot of that music geared towards this. It's up to get you moving around. It's not really my genre when it comes to the world of music. I'm more an alternative guy, so I like to have the heavier side of things, and it lacked a lot of that content, which is for myself. But it is there. I want to see if they're going to be able to bring over more licensed music in the future. I think that'll help kind of the longevity of the game. I think that's the biggest thing. They need to add more tracks. What's there right now is a good foundation, but it's something they need to build upon to keep the community going. It's pretty simple, pretty standard, pretty straightforward. You have your single player or you have your party mode, and of course there's a leaderboard, so there's stuff to compete with if you have friends who are going to get into this as well. My biggest problem with the game was actually one of the motion controllers just kind of felt a little floaty. It didn't seem to be on point or connected properly all the time. A lot of it was good, but sometimes it would just have this disconnect, and I felt like the orb was off of where my hand was actually located. So hopefully that will get a little bit balanced and be a little better in the future for sure. All in all, I think Synth Riders is a good way to get off your couch if you're looking to get into some rhythm on the VR. It is a cool alternative to Beat Saber. I definitely do enjoy the game. It took me a little bit to get into, but once you found your, you get on one of these 1 or 2 songs, and all of a sudden it kind of hits with you and it connects, and away you go, and you start following the motion. I was actually kind of bopping around. It was cool. I had a good time. For me, I'm there with the 7. Synth Riders will have you up and moving to the music, and is a great addition to your VR rhythm gaming library. Hope they bring in more licensed tracks.